Good day everyone and welcome to Home Online Maths Education. In today's video I'm going to be talking about rational numbers. Right. Now normally on today's tutorial I never planned doing any video. I just someone needed my assistance on giving some brief tutorials or explanation about how rational numbers operate, and so that's one of the reasons why I am doing this video. Normally my days of uploading tutorials on YouTube are on Saturdays, while Wednesdays are for throwing math questions. So like you can see, the days are written on the screen. You can go further and see the time. So please try your best to subscribe and click the notification bell, so when those videos go live, able to find out when I release another video. So now let's just move into this. This is rational numbers. How does it operate? Now rational numbers is a topic in mathematics, and these rational numbers is splitted in two. We have the two parts of it, which is known as the rational numbers again, and then we also have the irrational numbers. So rational numbers, and then we have irrational numbers. So these are the categories of numbers we have under this topic. Now when we mean rational and irrational numbers, we are actually referring to the kinds of numbers that can be located or found under these two types. Now for that of rational numbers, the kind of numbers or categories of numbers that can be found there are really much compared to the irrational numbers. So what are the kind of numbers you can find in rational numbers? The kind of numbers you can find there are any kind of fraction except for the one that looks like this you are seeing on the screen: 2 over 0, 5 over 0, 3 over 0, 10 over 0, 11 over 0, 900 over 0. These kind of fractions will never work under rational numbers. But any other kind of fraction is good to go to be your rational number. So let me give examples of the fraction, like 2 over 3, 1 over 5, 9 over 4, 7 over 3, 9 over 10. These are good examples of rational numbers. Now we've just talked about fraction. We also have more rational numbers like decimals. Now when I mean decimals, I'm talking about decimal figures that have an end. We have decimal numbers that doesn't just have an end. You can't really give a specific digit that you will call, yes, that this digit is the actual end of that decimal figure you are seeing. Examples of those things I'm referring to, or those kind of decimal numbers, are like pi, and those are the ones that can really be found under irrational numbers. As for this pi, we all know that pi is known as 3.1142, but this itself is just the approximated work. If you are to check the full of this, the whole completion of this pi, the digit itself keeps going, and you can't really tell that, okay, the last number after the decimal point is either 5 or is 6 or is 3. These kind of numbers are the ones that can fall under irrational numbers. Now in order to close the case about rational numbers, that is just it. Those are the kind of numbers you can find under irrational numbers. So now let's get back to rational numbers. Now rational numbers is simply the opposite of irrational numbers. When we have something like 2.5, this is a good example of rational numbers. When we have numbers like 0.3, these are good examples of rational numbers. We have something like 9.6, these are good examples of irrational numbers. At least, why do we say these are examples of rational numbers? We are saying that because 5 is the actual end result of 2.5. It is where it actually ends. It's not an approximated work. 3.142 is the approximated work. We don't have any other choice but to leave it like this, because if we are meant to write the actual place where it ends, to be honest with you, you might not see an end. You end up filling 2 pages, 3 pages, and it will keep going because you can't really determine the end of such a figure. So as for 2.5, that's where it ends. 0.3, the 3 itself, that's where it ends. We can also have things like 1.972. If it ends at 2, it's not an approximated work. That is a good example of rational numbers. So we can also have rational numbers like 2, 5, 6, 0, 10. If you are looking at this right now, I am sure you understand that I am actually calling whole numbers. Whole numbers are numbers like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 200, 1000, 1532, 6312. Those are whole numbers. And whole numbers too can be found under rational numbers. So this is just the thing you need to know about rational numbers. Do not forget, fractions that are like 2 over 0, not 0 over 2. 0 over 2 can be okay, 0 over 1 can be okay, but if it is something like 2 over 0, 5 over 0, those ones will not match as your rational numbers. So this is just the little thing I needed to release to you about rational numbers. Probably any other time that I have the chance, I will try to talk about how you can replace these rational numbers on a number line. So thank you. Do not forget to like and share this video to your friends who might need this. I'll be seeing you next time.